Welcome. How is everyone doing today? We're going to be working on building our strength. And this is one of the things that can protect our skeletal support for the long term. We need the muscles to protect our skeleton. And if we don't build the muscles, the skeleton has to do all the work on its own. And it doesn't like that. So let's try to build as much muscle as humanly possible. Today, we're going to use a couple props and determine if you don't have them, if you have a substitute for them. So one of the things that we're going to use is an open band. You want to go and gather your open band. Now, if you don't have an open band, it's okay. You can use a closed band. This is an alternative. If you have one of these looped bands, you can also use one of these looped bands. If you want to switch between sets and see how it feels, if it's harder with one or easier with one, you want to get, if you have both of the bands, get both of the bands, and then you can try one set with one and one set with another. If you only have one band, that will work too. I cut this long band into a short band here. And so sometimes I use this if I don't want to deal with that whole 7 or 8 foot long band. So that's one thing we're going to use. Another thing is you're going to get the heaviest weight that you're comfortable with for tricep activation. We're going to be strengthening the tricep, and we're going to do it using our fingers around the tricep. So we're only going to be needing one heavy weight. So as heavy as you feel capable of doing, we're going to have that and gather that near us. Very good. I'll give everyone a moment to gather that. Fantastic. I'm going to make sure that I'm in the frame, and we're going to start in one moment with a roll down. So as I back up and I'm completely in the frame, when we do our roll downs, we're going to start standing. And I want you to gauge your roll down because we'll be doing this throughout the next 25 minutes periodically to help us get a diagnostic as to, are there any areas of our spine that don't roll down as easier, that feel like they're one whole section and they're not rolling down individually? That's where we're going to need more mobility. For most of us, it's in this thoracic area of our body, in our middle back. Some of us, it's actually in our neck and upper cervical spine, and some people it's in the lumbar spine. So standing hip width apart. Now, for your hips, you would think your hips are this wide. Your hips are actually these right here, these bones on you. So standing hip width apart with your arms by your sides, very nice and easy. And make sure that you have something around you to hold or to balance if you're not comfortable with balancing as you go all the way down. So take a deep breath in, curl your head forward, and then one vertebrae at a time, really slowly, as you round forward, start to go down little by little. We're going to take our time here, warming up, just paying attention to our back, scanning the body. Where do you feel the tightness? Where do you feel like the muscles have to adjust so that you can organize your body better? Going all the way down to your full range of motion. And once you reach the bottom here, take a few deep breaths. And just notice how it feels to hang in this position. Then slowly start to roll back up, paying special attention to not tightening your neck. Make sure that your head and neck are completely relaxed. There's no looking up in the eyes. Your eyes can be looking at your legs and your stomach as you curl up, or with your eyes closed. It's completely up to you, but notice how long this is taking me. So we're just doing some nice, easy roll-ups, taking our time, one vertebrae at a time. And try, if you were up before me, try to make it slower than me the next couple. Okay, so let's do that again. Deep breath in, exhale, and very slowly roll down your spine, paying special attention to your vertebrae, to the muscles in between each vertebrae, rounding your shoulders forward, softening your chest, softening your stomach, but opening up your back. Thinking about the back body opening quite a bit. All the way down. Hanging here for a second. At the bottom, take a few deep breaths. Notice how far forward you are. Try to make sure you have equal weight on your feet, equal weight on the ball of your foot and your heel. So adjust, maybe bend your knees if you don't, so that you have weight into your heel as well as to the ball of the foot. And then start to roll back up very slowly. Keeping the head down. Trying to roll the spine up one vertebrae at a time. Nice and easy. And then when you reach the top, roll your shoulders back just a couple times. Nice and easy. Good. So we're going to begin by grabbing the band. So grab one of your bands, doesn't matter which one. And if you have this open band, you're going to have your hands like this. And if you have a closed band, you're going to have your thumbs out and your fingers like this. So it's completely up to you what you use. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually hold this for not 10 seconds. That'd be too easy. We're going to do 30 seconds. So let me just start my timer here. And I want you to thumbs out, pull until you feel that contraction behind your shoulders. And we're going to begin for 30 seconds now on the clock, holding. So it's time under tension. Nothing sensational, but it really works. So you're squeezing your elbows into your sides. You're making sure that your wrists are in alignment with your elbows. You don't want to break your wrists like this. You want to make sure you're punching upright so that you're getting the right muscles. You're not breaking the muscles. And don't puff out your chest too much. Keep your abdominals engaged. And that was 30 seconds. Oh my goodness, it went by lickety split. Okay, putting that down. We're going to do something called W's. Now, W's are going to be where you're making this shape with your elbows. So let's all come into with our palms this way. Good. And then you're going to pitch your chest forward. So you're going to bend your knees, pitch your chest forward. And every step, we're going to do this for 30 seconds too, is just going to come up and then it's going to come down. Think of the goalposts like this, up and then down. And begin. Up and squeeze. Really squeeze into your sides. Try to get the elbows back behind you, not in front of your shoulders. So you want to back, almost like they're going to touch the back. And you're really holding that squeeze on the end. So pitching the chest forward, look at the ground. Once you get this going, instead of looking at me, look a few feet in front of your feet. And keep it going. Exhale when you pull the elbows down. And let's do one more. That was just over 30 seconds, and relax. Next, we're gonna grab the heavy weight and do some triceps. So go ahead and bend down, bend your knees, grab the triceps. And then we're gonna bring this way overhead. So I'm gonna move my screen so you can see the full extension of the triceps. Now, we're gonna do actually 4 sets of this. So 2 sets on each side. So you really feel your triceps. So you're gonna have whatever hand you wanna start with. For me, it's gonna be my left arm on top. And we're gonna begin, and we're just gonna do 10 of these. Okay, so let's count down 10. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Again, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 2 more times. and down, and down. Now, because it's heavy, take it around one side and then bring it back. Next thing, we're gonna do overhead circles. So hold on to this weight and we're gonna do 30 seconds of overhead circles. And we're just gonna go around to the right, bringing the weight behind us and then in front of us. And I want you to mobilize your rib cage here. So really lifting the ribs above your hips. So feeling like you're creating the space between your ribs and the hips. Again, 30 seconds of this. Try not to drop the weight in front of you, but keep that tension the whole time. So keep it up a little bit, right around the chest. And that was 30 seconds. Let's place the weight down. And now we're gonna do a little bit into the feet. So we're gonna start here with calf raises. We're gonna do bilateral calf raises first, and then we're gonna do foot shin lifts. So bilateral means both sides, and if you need to hold on to something, or if you wanna put your hands near something, that's totally fine. We're gonna lift up the calves for 30 seconds, so go ahead and up and down, and down. Pulling the stomach up and in, trying to support everything here. Up and down. Good. Up and down. Watch yourself in your screen and notice if anything else lifts besides your legs. Do your shoulders lift with you? Trying to keep everything else still and just lift up through the calf. And that was 30 seconds, pretty amazing. Now we're gonna take it unilateral, one side at a time. I'm gonna start with my right. We're gonna do 30 seconds of just lifting the toe up. So just lifting into that, like you're tapping. If you were a drummer and you were trying to keep time, or a musician, you were just tapping, lifting the ball of the foot up and tightening that shin. Now, I'm going relatively fast. I'd like you to slow it down just a bit. So going nice and slow. And that was 30 seconds. Let's go to the other side and begin. There we go. Other side's gonna get an extra second or two. And feel the difference from side to side. Notice one shin is much stronger than the other side. You probably feel a difference right away. And that means the side that you didn't feel as much contraction and tightness, you're gonna need to work this a little bit harder, because most likely your calves are a lot tighter than your shins. Very good. Now open your legs wider than hip width apart. And what I want you to do is slightly turn out your feet, not here, but just a slight turn out. I want you to keep your big toe down, and we're gonna do 30 seconds of regular squats. Now, it's up to you if you wanna keep your arms by your sides. You can put your hands on your hips. You can take your arms up if you want the biggest challenge. So those are three options. Easiest, a little bit more challenging, pretty challenging, very challenging. So completely up to you. And begin. Squatting and straight. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Now let's go a little deeper on the next one. Good. And rest. Beautiful job. Starting the whole thing over again, grab your band. And this time I'm actually going to grab the loop. Just notice the difference between the two. So when everyone has their band, we'll start. Holding very taut, body up straight, and begin. Holding this for 30 seconds, making sure that your wrists are in alignment with your elbows. Making sure it's extremely tight and actually difficult for you to hold. The more narrow your hands are, less wide is better. So notice how my hands and wrists are right in alignment with my shoulders. You want to try to emulate that so that they're not too externally rotated here. And relax. Awesome job. Going into our W's right away, you know the drill. So we're gonna bend over and begin for 30 seconds. Squeezing and up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Again. And rest. Good job. Remember to take those elbows back behind you. If you can't get them and they're here, really try to squeeze into your upper back. That means this area is where you need to work into your rhomboids. So make a note of that. That's where you need to work. Let's pick up the heavy weight. And we're gonna go overhead with the other hand, whatever hand you didn't start with, and begin 10 times. Very good. 10. And then take it around, and we're going to go to the left side now. We're going to go around the left. So holding onto the weight, and we're going to make circles around the left for 30 seconds. And begin. Taking it behind you. Get it behind your head, all the way around, really back there. Try not to drop it near your stomach. Keep it up near your chest in the front. So don't bring it by your belly button when you go around the front. Just keep it at your chest. Just widen the elbows. And rest. Good. Now we're going to go into calf raises. And 30 seconds on the clock. And begin. And rest. Starting with the opposite leg you started with it last time. So I'm going to start with my left leg, 30 seconds, and shin raises. Nice and tight. Tighten around your kneecap. Really feel how that shin helps strengthen around the kneecap. Feel how it tightens up the whole leg. Lean back. Remember, you're trying to put your weight onto your heel. So make sure that the body's not coming forward, but in fact, the body's going back. Relax the body as best you can so that it's mainly just that shin working. Other side, and begin. This was a long 30 seconds. And rest. There we go. Okay, now a little bit wider than hip width, feet out slightly, and we're going to go in to our squats and begin. Down, up. So take your hands on your sides though. If you need to, if you're advanced, go up and again. And very good. Try to go as low as possible. Really try to squat. You got to get your hips in line with your knees. So go lower with your squat and rest. So think about sitting down when you're doing those squats. This I would not consider a squat. This is a squat. Okay, so everyone try that. Go down and just try a squat. So you're gonna sit into a seat that's low. So that's where you need your squats to be. Okay, so not just bending the knees, because it's gonna put pressure on your knees. You need your hips to take over instead of your knees. Yeah. One more round. So let's grab the band and we'll begin. Okay. And let's begin the 30 seconds on the clock. And notice how close together I have here with my hands. I'm really making sure you can see my muscles activate, that I'm really pulling it apart. I'm really working hard on that grip. Grip strength is one of the measurements of longevity as well. So holding something and gripping it tightly with a fist is incredibly important to keep up with. We should be gripping things tightly with our fingers. We will lose dexterity if we don't, so you want to really hold stuff firmly. Let's go right into those W's. I'm going to face you this time, bending over and begin. Like a slice. Bring those elbows back behind you. Keep your wrists in line with your forearms. Now take the arms all the way up, touch the hands at the top. Straighten the elbows, bend the elbows. Straighten, bend, straighten, and bend. That was 30. Rest. We're gonna do 2 sets of triceps, so 20 of them. So we're gonna start with one arm, the first side you did. We're gonna do 10 of them, and then we'll switch to the other side and do 10. Prepare yourself and begin. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Again, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more times this side. Last one. And then we're gonna take it around for some circles. We're gonna do those circles as a little break. So we'll go to the right and we'll do 4 circles to the right. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Again. Take your time, really control the weight in every place that you're putting it, and instead of letting it control you. And rest. Let's go to the other side. Tricep, 10 times. So whatever hand you didn't have on top the first time, let's do that side. Up and down. Extend and bend. So look at yourself. Make sure your elbows are by your ears. They shouldn't be out here. You want elbows next to your head. In. You're feeling it, I'm sure. I'm feeling it. 2 more times. Last one. And rest. Take it around, and we're gonna put the weight down and then just shake out your arms. Excellent job. That was funny. I shook it out off my timer. Okay, let's begin with calf raises. Standing straight up and lift down. Ankle mobility. Really try to get all the way up onto the ball of the foot. Get into your full range of motion. Don't go halfway. If you go halfway, your body's gonna go halfway. And rest. Okay. Now we're gonna do shin. Okay, so now your shin. And so just the shin. We're gonna start on the first one you did. So just lifting up your shin. So this could be done seated, the shin. You're still getting that shin movement if you're sitting, so you don't have to be standing to do the shin. You can really lift that foot. Trying to contract into that shin. And we're almost there. And changing sides. Up. Really nice, everyone. Rest. And last exercise we're gonna do is the squats. So putting some effort behind those squats, we're gonna do a minute of squatting, and I want you to really think about how deep you can go. The quality of the squat, not the quantity. So I'm gonna have my hand on my hips, and we're just gonna go down. Really squeezing at the top. Get down there, hold it for a second. Feel those muscles contract. Go lower. Try not to pitch your chest too far forward. Notice I'm staying as upright as I can. Keeping your eyes up. And rest. Wonderful job. Bravo. That was a minute of squatting. Fantastic. And just notice how a little bit of movement, this wasn't a long session, but notice how just a tiny bit of movement in the middle of your day can move that blood flow and get your brain working again, pick your energy back up, get your metabolism going. It's so healthy to have as much movement snacks in between different things that you're doing each day. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to answer any questions you have. Please let me know anything specifically that you'd like to work on. And I look forward to seeing you at our next meeting. Thank you.